اعوذ باللہ من الشیطان الرجیم وما منع الناس ان یؤمنوا اذ جاءهم الهدى الا ان قالوا ابعث اللہ بشرا رسولا. And nothing prevents people from believing when the guidance comes to them, save that they say, has Allah sent a man like us as a messenger?
Sir, can you kindly explain to us the significance of أَبْعَثَ اللَّهُ بَشَرًا رَسُولًا?
That's right. This is a universal truth which has been mentioned in this verse, which applies to all religions. And strangely, those who do this, they are not aware of what they are doing. Every time you search the history of a religion, you will find that all the so-called gods which have been elevated to the position presently, as we know them now, according to their own claim, the own claim of the religions, all such religions began with ordinary humans. Call it a Lord Krishna, call him a Lord Krishna, or a Lord Buddha, or a Lord Jesus Christ. When you read their literature, you will invariably find that Lord Buddha was born to a human mother. Lord Krishna was born to a human mother. Lord Jesus Christ was born to a human mother. There is no exception to this rule as far as the beginning of a religion is concerned and the founder of a religion is concerned. He always appeared as a normal human child through an ordinary human mother. There is no exception to this universal law, not one. No religion was ever founded by anyone who was witnessed to have descended from heaven in the sight of people. They do not even claim. Yet, when one such prophet of God is born and has returned to our God, later on the same people who rejected him as a human prophet in the beginning began to believe in him later on through the second or third generations. And as they did it, they started elevating his position to that of a superhuman, with the result that they duped themselves. The religious hierarchy deceived them and gave the impression that you and we believe in this so-called man or human only because he is not human. He has supernatural qualities. So they go on attributing to an ordinary human such supernatural qualities that ultimately they are duped by their own beliefs, and they do begin to believe that we have not brought faith, or we have not accepted a human to be our religious, divinely guided leader. We have accepted a person who is not human, a person who is supernatural, who lives in the area of gods, which area they imagine themselves, like the area of gods to which they attribute Lord Krishna to have belonged forever. Similar tales are born out of realities, but their connection with the reality is completely severed. So when again someone is born like the earlier people were born, like their own religious leader was born, from ordinary human mothers, they say, what? Are we expected to believe in a bashar to be our divine leader? Certainly we will not. We defy a bashar from among us to have been appointed by God as our divine leader. All that we believed in the past were supernatural people. So they build their own beliefs against their own realities of history. The realities of their history would tell them that the so-called lords were all, without exception, born out of the loins of a human mother. They had never descended. They had always grown from earth. So if you believe in someone who is a non-human prophet, then show us one. Where in the history of religion there came one such prophet who was a non-human prophet. So about the future they live in tales. About the past they begin to live in realities and then move away from those realities into a realm of myths and ideologies which do not exist. So when they believe in the next advent of a prophet of Allah, they do not believe in it as a prophet's advent. They begin to believe in it as the advent of a supernatural thing which they themselves have created. And such supernatural things never come again. This is which the verse is pointing out. You say, Bashar al-Rasul? How can it be possible? So the Quran raises a question and answers the question there where it raises the question. Because this question is invalid. When put to the touchstone of their own beliefs of their founder's birth, this claim is proved to be false. You understand? And in how many minutes you will be able to?
I think between 7 to 10 minutes.
Please continue.
Yes, sir.
So you have finished the answer?
Yes, sir.
So I think while we wait the return of Hazrat Amir al-Mu'mineen into the studio, let's listen to some of the qasaid composed by Hazrat Masih Maud alayhi salatu wassalam. Normally we listen these in the beginning, but today we are going to listen to that in the middle of the program.
سنستغل ما تبقى من اللحظات ونستمع سوية إلى إحدى القصائد التي نظمها حضرة أحمد عليه السلام.
يا من أحاط الخلق بالآلاء ذقني عليك وليس حولك نائي انظر إلي برحمة وعطوفة يا ملجئي يا كاشف الغماء أنت الملاذ وأنت كهف نفوسنا في هذه الدنيا وبعد فنائي إنا رأينا في الظلام مصيبة فارحم وأنزلنا بدار ضياء تعفو عن الذنب العظيم بتوبة تنجي رقاب الناس من أعدائي أنت المراد وأنت مطلب مهجتي وعليك كل توكلي ورجائي أعطيتني كأس المحبة ريقها فشربت روحاء على روحاء إني أموت ولا تموت محبتي يدرى بذكرك في التراب ندائي شمس الهدى طلعت لنا من مكة عين الندى نبعت لنا بحرائي